Hello and welcome to the mothership. I thought I would, we'll talk about what you are here for the title, but I'm starting off with this light off, and I'm going to get back up out of the way. I just thought maybe some people, I don't give a fuck. I wanted everyone to see this with no glare on it. I got this for my 5th birthday from my mother and father's good friends, Jay and Marjana. I can't remember their last name, but very lovely people. I loved Marjana. I was a little kid, but I loved Marjana. She was like this vintage beehive. It wasn't a beehive, but she had like this jerry curled hairdo. It was amazing. She was amazing. And she was so hot and skinny. And Jay was like this big, fat George Norman kind of a guy. So it always gave me hope. Anyway, so I'm going to step out of view, and y'all can look at this poster for a second. These Power of the Force 2s extend actually out of camera view all the way to the wall and then all the way down almost to the floor. But I thought you could just enjoy this picturesque thing for a moment. I'm going to turn the light on here in a second, and then we'll get to what is actually going on in this video. Take it all in, pause, lights coming on, 1, 2, 3, contact. Okay, you can see this. I'm going to move this. This is not where this is going to live. And this may not be where I'm going to film, so everything is due to change. Everything is due to change. Hello and welcome to the mothership. I am your commander, General Lax Zivrak. Thank you for joining us. We are here to talk about customs. We're here to talk about Buzz Lightyear. We're here to say thank you to Captain Spaulding. We're here to open and took a look at these motherfuckers. I just saw a post from Fatback Station. He made a custom out of this guy. It's definitely this guy. Definitely. Very cool. If y'all don't know Fatback Station, y'all check it out. If you like Skybottom Station, check out Fatback. Skybottom's my brother, though. If they go to war, I'm with Skybottom all the way, brother. Before we open those, we'll take a look at Blue Harvest Mark's favorite Buzz Lightyear figure. Well, and he's obviously equipped with a what's that called, E11? Would it be an E11? Because some people say AT-AT and some people say AT-AT, so is it an E11 or is it an E11? Fucking assholes. And then the coolest thing to me about Bib Fortuna was his fucking outfit. So I use Bib Fortunas for custom Lax Zivraks because that's how I would dress. Bib Fortuna is pretty jaunty. But so look, here's Bob Fortuna, Space Ranger. I don't know why he doesn't want to focus on. Now this guy has no weathering or anything. I just popped this head on because I had this head laying around and I thought, well, that'll fit on there, you know, scale wise. So I'm just trying it. This doesn't have to be permanent. So that is what prompted our good friend Captain Spaulding. I don't think I need this, but I'm whipping it out anyway. Charade by Old Timer, or Old Timer by Charade, I don't know. This is a false edge on this side, but I'm slowly, when I'm sitting around kind of bored, I get my file and I'm slowly working this false edge into an edge. So, excuse me. You can find this on Amazon. It's like $20. It's worth having. It's worth having. Remember, always twirl the knife when you got. I mean, you don't, not in the fight, not when you're fighting, but it's always good to kind of get a feel. You need to know where you're indexed all the time, and that's the one problem with a double-edged blade that has no edge on one side. So Shrade, you fucked up on that, but let's get stuck into it. Let's get stuck into it. The background, at least on the one that I already opened, is fucking pretty cool. Now it's small, and I don't know if it's usable, but I'm trying to save kind of the whatever's inside of the glue. I'm gonna try to leave it because I want to look at it because I might use it for something. Okay. Oh. Look at this. What? Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, I ripped it. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I don't know what this is. If this is a file card. What is this? I have no idea what this is. What's this for? Okay. Okay. The worst part about putting that in there, though, is it ripped. Look, it ripped this. You know, but the rest of that could be used for something, actually. It's kind of cool. Save that. Dig on the inside. We don't need anything to do with that. We have the Crystal Meth Lab. We have the obviously non-lethal fucking beanbag laser gun. We've got the helmet, which is pretty cool. It has it's not a complete dome. It has see that? What's his name? Very Ridley Scott type helmet. Oh, excuse me. God damn. Sorry about that. Wait. Why is he... Mattel. Why is he vacuum packed and... look at this. Y'all know how tight the vacuum thing is, right? Well, this motherfucker's vacuum packed and, if you can see it, see him wiggling there? And strapped. So, that makes no fucking sense. Very cool. It's the same figure as all the rest. They have plenty of fucking articulation. I know some people would probably be like, oh, that's an outdated joint or whatever the fuck. But, no, bro. It would be cool if they did have this joint, whatever they call this hip joint. It would be cool if they'd have threw one in here. Oh, they did! I'm lax a dumbass. Sorry, guys. Look, they didn't. No, this is a great figure. Fuck it. I don't know what it costs you, Mr. Spaulding, Captain, but... Now, compared to the other figures, I have to say his head is really big for the bubble. But that's okay, because we're not using this head. I mean, we might actually use that head for something else. I have an idea. Captain Spaulding, I have an idea. I'm going to make 2 of them, because I want one, and I'm making you one. And, you know, I hope you'll like it. I hope you'll like it. I think it'll be cool. Bam! So we have that Space Ranger. Now, this Space Ranger is the same as the body of this one. So I think actually, Captain, I'm not going to open this one. I'm not going to open this yet because I have one there. I'm going to work on that and make sure I know what I'm doing, and then I know what is all about here. Does that make sense? Now that orange one I've never worked with, so I opened that one. But I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I don't need to fucking lose parts in this. So let's just fucking hang this up, y'all. We're just going to hang that up. We're just going to hang that up. We don't need to lose that. So, this is the Space Ranger that came with the XL. Check out that video. There's no link. Go find it. This is... Is this the same figure as that? No. No, these are different. Well, no, they're different. I mean, they have different wrinkles and stuff on them. On the ass. Look at the ass wrinkles. Ass wrinkles! Man. So there's Bob Fortuna. Bob Fortuna, Space Rangers. Get your fucking hands on your head, motherfuckers. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it, Jeter, I'll blow your fucking ass up that wall, cat, motherfucker. God damn, son. It's like playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches! Bob Fortuna. I don't even know what the fuck. This guy has to be on a different team because he's orange. I could paint him, but he can just be his own dude. This is cool. Very cool. And then the one that's not open, like I said, can obviously be on the same team as this guy. Now, real quick, we're still waiting on some things, maybe mostly ideas. But so this guy, who's in the original Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger outfit, which is not the same outfit as those other ones we just looked at. Uh-oh. Anyway, that came in this, which this is still taken apart and it's just painted white because I'm still going through ideas, I guess, of what I want. This yellow, note to everybody, if you want to paint a ship, I will never buy a ship ever again that has a colored canopy unless it's, black. Or unless I know the color I want to make, right? Because that's what's been fucking me up. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but then I looked at this and I was like, wait a minute. This yellow canopy is fucking everything up. I can't paint it this or that color. I mean, you can, but I don't think it'll look right. If I could get this same toy with a clear canopy, I would have a billion ideas because they would all look good. But the yellow canopy makes it it just makes it. But I do want to show you this. After ripping out all the insides, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. After ripping out all the insides, you can see, let me see, hold on. You can see that after ripping out the insides and the mechanism, you can get fucking two pilots, 3 3/4 inch. Now these are not the two pilots I'm going to use in there. I just grabbed two pilots and put them in there. But you see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? This 1 4 5 inch figure came in here. And you know what I mean? And this ship's not really into scale to that, but this ship is into scale to these. So some people might know where this is going. This has a whole idea, and it can only be done a certain way because of the yellow canopy, in my opinion. So this is getting a certain paint job for a certain friend of ours, and it's going to get 2 custom pilots, which are not going to be these guys. I just have these in there for space. But anyway, I did want to show this because it is Buzz Lightyear and Captain Spaulding and all of those things related. Maybe we'll make I need to make a wish list on Amazon, not for y'all to buy me shit, but at least, is there a recommendations? Because I would at least go on there and fucking be buy this for $20, motherfucker. Buy this for $20 and give it to your nephew for Christmas. It's worth it. We went through Buzz. Thank you, Captain Spaulding. I'm looking around. I showed you that. The last thing I do want to show y'all, shout out to Rolando and Dylan. Dylan right here. And Captain Spaulding. Shout out to this. What I'm about to show you actually has nothing to do with Dylan that much, but he's my buddy, so I want to say hi. Thank you for offering that boat, but it's a little out of my price range, and it's not exactly what I want for the money, which is fine, Anyway, so this, I do want to show Captain Spaulding and Rolando and all my fucking Bandito brothers. Fucking Acosta, man. That's my biological father, I think. Oh, Rolo, I'm going to talk to you in a second after I show you this. After I show everybody this, but Captain Spaulding. This guy has a full body fucking tattoo of horror like yours, but sadly his fucking shirt's not removable, so you can't see it. But he has this very cool collar and this very cool poncho, which isn't finished. And he has a machete and a fucking Tech 9. You know, which I think is fairly, I mean, that's fairly fucking south of the border. You know what I mean? I mean, he's got a machete and a Tech 9. You can't get any fucking more Mexico than that, can you? I don't know. I mean that with all fucking my bandito brothers. You know I'm fucking. There was something else I was gonna show you. Now I have forgotten. What was it? I just fucking said it too. I just said it, and now I have forgotten. Who was I talking about? I was talking about Dylan. I was talking about... Oh, Rolo. That's right. Rolo. Sorry. Rolo. And any other... Rolo, are you familiar? I've been trying to call you, and I missed you a couple times. But so, does everybody know what chicken fried toys are? Bjorn Jorgensen. And I love them. And they make the Texas... It's all old Western type stuff, you know? But there's a serious lack of Mexican banditos. Like real ones. Like cool motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And so, like, I noticed that, like, Masters Maniac Mexico, which everybody go, Resurrection Toys, go to resurrectiontoys.com. That's our friend Rolo's gig, and they make some fucking cool shit, man. And they make some Lucha Libre figures, which I think are totally fucking cool, you know? Like, when Rolo talked to me, you know, and, you know, like, he definitely wants people to see certain things, but, like, and, like, I'm not a wrestling Lucha Libre fan, but when I saw those figures, and I'm sitting over here looking at my Pancho Villa calendar, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, why are there not figures like this? Like, why would not a Mexican bootleg action figure company not have fucking badass fucking figures of Pancho Villa and Emilio Zapata and fucking, I guess that's the only two people I know, Rod Steiger in Duck You Sucker. I don't know any other folk heroes because I'm just a stupid fucking American and that's all we learned. But I fucking think that's awesome, and those are some of my favorite fucking Western movies and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like when the Old West meets Imperial German tanks. You know, meets Irish IRA fucking terrorists who left Ireland and came to Mexico and joined the movement. Like there's a lot of fucking cool. All the old West dudes, all the old soldiers who had no one else to fight, like they all went to fucking Mexico for the revolution because they, you know what I mean? All the soldiers of fortune, all the fuckers, all the old dudes who fucking just fucking charged up the hill at San Juan and shit, and like, but they were too old to like, they couldn't serve in the regular military because they were too old now, and you know, like all those fucking mercs and shit went fucking south of the border to fucking help. Now, some of them fucking, you know, they helped, I'm sure, different sides, you know, but, like, that's all very interesting. And then, like, you have Spain that's involved and Imperial Germany, and, like, there's all kinds of fucking, I don't know all the ins and outs, you know, but it's very interesting, and I would like to know more. The few things I've read are just shit that's, you know, it's like textbooks in this country, so I don't even know if those are real, you know. I don't even know if that's real. So it'd be cool to like go talk to fucking like an old grandmother about it in fucking wherever, you know. I think that would be cool. I've always been into that. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to say something to Rolo about like Mexican bandito figures. I also wanted to say something about is anybody familiar? The Space Rangers got me thinking about Texas Rangers. And I need to make a whole video of just what I'm about to talk about. But I'm going to put it out there so I can watch this later and fucking we'll go deeper into it. Because I tend to do that. But I'm just going to, also with bootleg figures that don't have to be licensed, which somebody, like a famous Texas Ranger, like Lone Wolf Gonzalez or God, what's that guy's name? Joaquin Jackson. Terminate with Extreme Prejudice, starring Nick Nolte. That's based on a true story. About Joaquin, I think his name's Joaquin Jackson. White guy. Real white guy. But that was his name. And then Lone Wolf Gonzalez, man, he was fucking bad. Both those dudes were from different generations of Texas Ranger, but they were bad motherfuckers, dude. And then Frank Hammer, my good buddy, my dad's best friend in the world who I've met, his name is William Pollard Coleman, I think, which I think he's dead, so I just doxed him. But his grandfather was Elliot Coleman, and he ran with Frank Hammer, and was with them when they killed Bonnie and Clyde, murdered them. Anyway, that's just all very interesting. That whole time period is the wild fucking West continued up until basically post World War II. You know, that the New World Order and all that shit was ushered in after World War II. That's what our grandparents and everybody went and fought for. Like, I know it says that we did it for different reasons, but like the only actual fucking result of that was like, you know, the forming of the United Nations and the New World Order, one world government. Like, that was actually right. I mean, if we just really think about it, like, that was kind of the fucking, that's been the plan forever, right? Like, that's, I don't know if it's been the plan, but like that's where everything has gone to, right? I mean, every revolution, you know, got started like, you take away the monarchs, and then you take away this, and you take away that, and then all of a sudden there's fucking like, then you have a big world war, so there's one conglomerate people who's actually controlling everything, and like, that's why we buy our fucking whatever $1,000 iPhones, you know, that is, the lithium mined in it was fucking paid to some poor kid for a grain of rice. Like, I don't know, like that's why they want to take over the world, you know? And like, I've traveled a lot of places, and like I think a lot of people don't understand how other people are, even though they're the same, you know. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? You can go somewhere and a fucking fifth of whiskey is worth a lot more in one place than it is in another place, and that's just how the fuck it is. And I think people don't get that. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I got off track a little bit, but I'm gonna make another video right now, and I want to talk about bootleg figures to Rolo. So anyway, this has been General Lack Sivrak. Rambled a little too long. I appreciate you, Captain Spaulding. I'm just showing you this. This is not supposed to be you. Nobody knows what your face looks like, but I bet this guy's a little too pinkish hued. Anyway, much respect to everyone out there in the community. We'll see everybody on down the trail.